You've tried everything. Crunches, sit-ups, planks, dieting, cardio. You've starved yourself. You've spent hours in the gym. And that belly fat won't budge. Not because you're not trying hard enough, because you're fighting against your own biology. Your body is designed to hold on to belly fat. It's a survival mechanism. And until you understand how it works, no amount of crunches will get rid of it. What if I told you that there is a simple way to make your body kill its own belly fat? A way that doesn't require starving yourself or spending hours in the gym? What if I told you that the secret is not about what you do, but about when you do it? The answer will change how you see fat loss forever. I spent 6 months studying belly fat. I read the research. I tested different strategies on myself. I tracked my waist circumference, my body fat percentage, my energy levels, and my cravings. What I found was so simple, so effective, and so counterintuitive that I couldn't believe I hadn't heard of it before. I lost 4 inches from my waist in 8 weeks. Not by eating less, not by exercising more, by changing one thing. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what that thing is. But first, let me ask you something. Do you have stubborn belly fat that won't go away no matter what you try? Do you feel like you're doing everything right but seeing no results? Do you feel frustrated, defeated, and ready to give up? You're not alone. Millions of people struggle with the same problem, and it's not your fault. Your body is not broken. You're just fighting the wrong battle. Here's what's actually happening inside your body that makes belly fat so stubborn. Belly fat is not like other fat. The fat on your arms, legs, and hips is subcutaneous fat. It sits under your skin. It's relatively benign. The fat in your belly is visceral fat. It wraps around your internal organs, your liver, your pancreas, your intestines. This fat is metabolically active. It releases inflammatory chemicals. It disrupts your hormones. It increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Your body is designed to hold on to visceral fat. Evolutionarily, it was a survival mechanism. In times of famine, your body could break down this fat for energy. But in times of plenty, your body stores it. And modern life is always plenty. Constant access to food, sedentary lifestyles, chronic stress, poor sleep. All of these signal your body to store fat, especially in your belly. A study from the University of California found that visceral fat is more resistant to diet and exercise than subcutaneous fat. Not because you're doing the wrong exercises, because visceral fat has a different hormonal regulation. It responds more to stress hormones like cortisol. It responds more to insulin. It's stubborn by design. Now let me tell you about the hormone that controls belly fat. Cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol tells your body to store fat, especially in your belly. It's a survival mechanism. In ancient times, stress meant famine or danger. Your body stored fat for energy. But today, your stress is chronic. Your cortisol is constantly elevated. Your body is constantly storing belly fat. A study from the University of California found that people with high cortisol levels had significantly more belly fat than people with low cortisol, even when they ate the same diet and exercised the same amount. The cortisol group's bodies were in storage mode. The low cortisol group's bodies were in burn mode. Here's what the research says about the connection between stress and belly fat. A study from Yale University found that women who reported high stress levels had significantly more belly fat than women who reported low stress. The stressed women also had higher cortisol levels and higher insulin levels. Their bodies were primed to store fat. Now let me tell you about the second hormone that controls belly fat: insulin, your body's fat storage hormone. When you eat carbohydrates, your body releases insulin. Insulin tells your cells to take up glucose from your blood. But insulin also tells your fat cells to store fat. And it tells your body to stop burning fat. When you eat constantly throughout the day, your insulin levels stay elevated. Your body is always in storage mode. It never switches to burn mode. This is why intermittent fasting is so effective for belly fat loss. When you stop eating, your insulin drops. When insulin drops, your body switches from storage mode to burn mode. It starts burning stored fat for energy. A study from the University of Alabama found that people who practiced intermittent fasting lost significantly more belly fat than people who ate the same number of calories spread throughout the day. The fasting group's insulin levels were lower. Their bodies were in burn mode. The constant eaters' insulin levels were higher. Their bodies were in storage mode. Now let me tell you about the third factor that controls belly fat: Sleep. When you don't sleep enough, your body produces more cortisol. More cortisol means more belly fat storage. When you don't sleep enough, your body produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone. You eat more. When you don't sleep enough, your body produces less leptin, the fullness hormone. You don't feel full. You eat more. You store more fat. A study from the University of Chicago found that people who slept 5 hours per night lost significantly less fat than people who slept 8 hours per night, even when they ate the same diet and exercised the same amount. The sleep-deprived group's bodies were in storage mode. The well-rested group's bodies were in burn mode. Now let me tell you about the fourth factor that controls belly fat. Sugar, especially fructose. Fructose is metabolized differently than glucose. It goes directly to your liver. Your liver converts it to fat. That fat accumulates in your liver and around your belly. Fructose also doesn't trigger the same fullness signals as glucose. You can consume hundreds of calories of fructose without feeling full. A study from the University of California found that people who consumed high amounts of fructose had significantly more belly fat than people who consumed the same number of calories from glucose. The fructose group's livers were fattier, their bellies were bigger. The glucose group's bodies were not storing the same fat. Now let me tell you about the 5 most common mistakes people make that prevent belly fat loss. Mistake number 1. Doing endless crunches. Crunches strengthen your abdominal muscles. They don't burn belly fat. You cannot spot reduce fat. Doing 1,000 crunches will not get rid of your belly fat. You need to burn fat from your entire body. The fat on your belly will come off when your body decides it's time. You cannot force it. Mistake number 2. Eating small, frequent meals. This advice has been debunked. Eating every 2 to 3 hours keeps your insulin elevated. Your body never switches to fat-burning mode. You are constantly in storage mode. Eat fewer meals. Give your body time to burn fat. Mistake number 3. Relying on cardio. Cardio burns calories, but it doesn't address the hormonal causes of belly fat. You can run on a treadmill for an hour and still have belly fat because your cortisol is high, your insulin is high, and your sleep is poor. You need to fix the hormones, not just the calories. Mistake number 4. Drinking calories. Soda, juice, sweetened coffee drinks, alcohol. Liquid calories don't trigger the same fullness signals as solid food. You can drink 500 calories and still be hungry. Liquid sugar goes straight to your liver. It's converted to fat. It ends up on your belly. Mistake number 5. Chronic dieting. Restricting calories for long periods slows your metabolism. Your body adapts. It burns fewer calories. It holds onto fat, especially belly fat. This is called metabolic adaptation. The solution is not to restrict more. It's to cycle your calories. Eat more some days. Eat less others. Keep your metabolism guessing. Now let me tell you about the 7 strategies that actually work to kill belly fat. Strategy number 1. Intermittent fasting. This is the most powerful tool for belly fat loss. When you fast, your insulin drops. When insulin drops, your body switches from storage mode to burn mode. It starts burning stored fat, including belly fat. A study from the University of Alabama found that people who practiced intermittent fasting lost 4 to 7% of their belly fat in 8 weeks, not their total weight. Their belly fat. The fasting group lost significantly more belly fat than the calorie-restricted group, who ate the same number of calories spread throughout the day. I started intermittent fasting. 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. My first meal at noon, my last meal at 8 p.m. Within 2 weeks, I noticed my pants were looser. Within a month, I had lost 2 inches from my waist. Within 2 months, I had lost 4 inches. My belly fat was melting. Not because I was eating less, because I was eating at the right times. Strategy number 2. Reduce stress. This is the most overlooked factor in belly fat loss. Chronic stress raises cortisol. Cortisol tells your body to store belly fat. You cannot out-exercise or out-diet chronic stress. You have to address the stress itself. A study from the University of California found that women who participated in a stress reduction program for 8 weeks lost significantly more belly fat than women who did not, even though both groups ate the same diet and exercised the same amount. The stress reduction group's cortisol levels dropped. Their bodies switched from storage mode to burn mode. I started practicing stress management, meditation, deep breathing, time in nature, less news, less social media. Within a month, my cortisol levels dropped. My belly fat started melting. I wasn't doing anything else differently. The stress was the missing piece. Strategy number 3. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. It's also when your body regulates its hormones. When you don't sleep, your cortisol rises, your insulin sensitivity drops, your hunger hormones go haywire, you crave sugar, you eat more, you store fat. A study from the University of Chicago found that people who slept 8 hours per night lost 55% more fat than people who slept 5 hours per night, even though both groups ate the same diet. The well-rested group's bodies were in burn mode. The sleep-deprived group's bodies were in storage mode. I prioritize sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. Same bedtime, same wake time. No screens 1 hour before bed. Within a month, my cravings decreased. My energy increased. My belly fat started melting. Strategy number 4. Cut out sugar, especially fructose. Sugar is the primary driver of belly fat. Fructose goes directly to your liver. It's converted to fat. That fat accumulates around your belly. Sugar also spikes your insulin. Insulin tells your body to store fat. It's a double whammy. A study from the University of California found that people who cut out sugar for 9 days had a 30% reduction in liver fat and a 15% reduction in belly fat. 9 days, not months, not years, days. The sugar was the cause. Removing it was the cure. I cut out sugar. No soda, no juice, no pastries, no sweetened yogurt, no flavored oatmeal, no ketchup, no barbecue sauce. I read every label. Within 2 weeks, my cravings disappeared. Within a month, my belly fat started melting. Strategy number 5. Eat more protein. Protein has a high thermic effect. Your body burns 20 to 30% of the calories from protein during digestion. Protein also keeps you full. It reduces cravings. It stabilizes your blood sugar. It lowers your insulin. A study from the University of Missouri found that people who ate a high-protein breakfast had significantly less belly fat than people who ate a low-protein breakfast or skipped breakfast. The protein group's insulin levels were lower. Their cravings were reduced. Their bellies were smaller. I started eating protein at every meal. Eggs at breakfast, chicken or fish at lunch, meat at dinner. Within a month, my hunger decreased. My cravings disappeared. My belly fat started melting. Strategy number 6. Eat more fiber, especially soluble fiber. Soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a gel in your gut. It slows down digestion. It stabilizes your blood sugar. It lowers your insulin. It also feeds your gut bacteria. Healthy gut bacteria are associated with less belly fat. A study from the University of Minnesota found that people who ate 10 grams of soluble fiber per day had 5% less belly fat than people who ate less, without changing anything else in their diet. The fiber was the difference. I started eating more fiber. Oats, beans, lentils, apples, citrus fruits, carrots, broccoli. Within a month, my digestion improved. My blood sugar stabilized. My belly fat started melting. Strategy number 7. Move your body, but not like you think. Chronic cardio raises cortisol. High cortisol tells your body to store belly fat. You need to balance high-intensity exercise with low-intensity movement. Walking, especially after meals, is one of the best ways to burn belly fat. A study from the University of Colorado found that people who walked for 30 minutes after meals lost significantly more belly fat than people who walked at other times or did other types of exercise. The post-meal walk reduced blood sugar spikes. It lowered insulin. It switched the body into fat-burning mode. I started walking for 30 minutes after dinner every night. Not running, not lifting, just walking. Within a month, my digestion improved. My blood sugar improved. My belly fat started melting. Now let me tell you about the 5 most common questions people ask about belly fat loss. Question 1. Can I spot reduce belly fat? No. You cannot choose where your body loses fat. You have to lose fat from your entire body. The belly fat will come off when your body decides it's time. But the strategies in this video will accelerate that process. Question 2. How long will it take to see results? Most people see changes within 2 to 4 weeks. Not dramatic changes, subtle changes. Your pants feel looser, your belt goes in a notch. Your energy improves, your cravings decrease. Within 8 to 12 weeks, you will see visible changes in your belly. Question 3. Do I need to cut out all carbs? No, you need to cut out sugar and refined carbohydrates. Whole food carbohydrates like vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains are fine. They contain fiber, which slows down digestion and stabilizes your blood sugar. Question 4. Can I drink alcohol? Alcohol is sugar. It goes to your liver. It's converted to fat. It ends up on your belly. If you want to lose belly fat, Cut out alcohol, or at least reduce it significantly. 1 drink per week is fine. 1 drink per day is not. Question 5. Do I need to do intense exercise? No. Intense exercise is good for your heart and muscles. But for belly fat loss, low-intensity movement like walking is just as important. Walking doesn't raise cortisol, it lowers it. It doesn't spike your appetite, it suppresses it. Now let me give you a practical protocol for killing belly fat. Step 1. Start intermittent fasting. Fast for 16 hours. Eat within an 8-hour window. Stop eating by 8 p.m. Don't eat again until noon the next day. Drink water, black coffee, or unsweetened tea during your fast. Step 2. Reduce stress. Meditate for 10 minutes per day. Breathe deeply for 5 minutes. Spend time in nature. Turn off notifications. Limit news and social media. Step 3. Prioritize sleep. 7 to 8 hours per night. Same bedtime, same wake time. Dark room. Cool temperature. No screens 1 hour before bed. Step 4. Cut out sugar. No soda, juice, candy, pastries, sweetened yogurt, flavored oatmeal, ketchup, barbecue sauce. Read labels. Sugar is hidden everywhere. Aim for less than 25 grams of added sugar per day. Step 5. Eat more protein. Eggs at breakfast. Chicken or fish at lunch. Meat at dinner. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Step 6. Eat more soluble fiber. Oats, beans, lentils, apples, citrus fruits, carrots, broccoli. Aim for 10 grams per day. Step 7. Walk after meals. 10 to 30 minutes after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not running, not lifting, just walking. This lowers blood sugar spikes and switches your body into fat burning mode. Step 8. Lift weights twice per week. Muscle burns more calories than fat. More muscle means a higher metabolism. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. Just lift heavy enough to challenge your muscles. Step 9. Be consistent. 1 day of healthy eating won't kill your belly fat. 1 day of unhealthy eating won't either. Consistency over weeks and months is what matters. Step 10. Be patient. Belly fat is stubborn. It took years to accumulate. It will take months to lose. But every day you practice these strategies, your body is getting healthier. Your hormones are balancing. Your fat cells are shrinking. Trust the process. Let me quickly recap the 4 hormones, the 5 mistakes, the 7 strategies, the 5 questions, and the 10 steps. Hormones. Cortisol, insulin, ghrelin, leptin, mice steaks, endless crunches, small frequent meals, relying on cardio, drinking calories, chronic dieting, strategies, intermittent fasting, reduce stress, prioritize sleep, cut out sugar, eat more protein, eat more fiber, walk after meals, questions, spot reduction, timeline, carbs, alcohol, intense exercise. Steps: intermittent fasting, reduce stress, sleep, cut sugar, more protein, more fiber, walk after meals, lift weights, be consistent, be patient. If this video changed how you see belly fat, hit like so winds of thought can bring you more science of the body you inhabit. And comment below, what's one change you'll make today? Intermittent fasting? Cutting sugar? Walking after meals? Share your plan. Your body has been waiting to kill that belly fat. Start today. Send this video to someone who needs to hear it. Your friend who's been doing crunches for years. Your parent with stubborn belly fat. Your colleague who's always stressed. Their bodies aren't broken. Their strategies are. This information could change their health. You don't need to starve yourself. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. You need to work with your body, not against it. Your body has been waiting to kill that belly fat. Start today.